well does a smartphone perform at concerts when it comes with a built-in 10x telephoto lens? Well, today I'm holding the brand new OPPO Find X9 Ultra, featuring a native 10x optical zoom with an impressive 230mm focal length. And if that still isn't enough, you can even attach an external 300mm teleconverter. So the big question is, how good is it at shooting concerts? I headed to a live concert venue to find out for myself. Here comes. Wow, this spot is really far away. Honestly, I can barely see anyone from here. Let's see if this phone can capture anything useful.
A quick shout to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content. Now let's dive into the unboxing.
Let me switch to the 10x optical zoom. It actually works. The 10x optical zoom is seriously impressive. From where I'm standing, I couldn't even see David Tao with my own eyes, but the phone still managed to capture him clearly. Let's push it further and zoom to 20x. The results still look surprisingly good. But for concert photography, video recording matters even more, so let's focus on its recording quality and audio performance. As that, pretty impressive, right? This 10x camera uses a 50-megapixel sensor, which means even at 20x zoom, it can still produce native 4K video. To give you another perspective, let's compare it with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The results are genuinely impressive. I honestly didn't expect this. Not only does the video quality look excellent, but the audio recording is noticeably better than the iPhone as well. That really caught me by surprise. The advantage of having a true 10x optical lens is enormous. Now let's try recording in night mode with log and see how it performs. The nighttime video quality is clearly better than the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Even the subtle motion and camera sway have a more refined look. As you can see, the OPPO's log footage feels much more cinematic. At first, I was worried that the 10x lens might come with some restrictions, like not being able to switch cameras while shooting log video, but surprisingly, there are no such limitations. It supports 4K 60 FPS log recording across every focal length. You can freely switch between cameras while filming, and the color consistency between them is excellent. And one thoughtful feature I really appreciate is that if you don't want to apply LUTs during editing, you can directly bake a LUT into the footage. You can even import your own favorite LUTs. That's exactly how I shot this footage, and it's incredibly convenient. And I don't know if you noticed this, but the stabilization on the 10x lens is unbelievably good. Anyone familiar with photography knows that recording handheld video at a 230mm focal length is usually very shaky. Yet somehow, the X9 Ultra keeps everything remarkably stable. Honestly, the image quality from this 10x lens completely exceeded my expectations. Packing a true 10x optical lens into a smartphone is already extremely difficult, and maintaining excellent image quality makes the challenge even greater. So how did OPPO pull this off? Instead of following the traditional design, they introduced a structural breakthrough. OPPO split the conventional periscope prism into 3 sections, allowing light to reflect internally 5 times. This design reduces the module's length by nearly 1/3. To achieve high-quality optics, the prism requires extremely precise manufacturing. This time, OPPO reached an incredible precision level of 62 nanometers. On top of that, they introduced a new air optical cable technology to reduce stray light and improve light transmission. This is a technology that hasn't been seen before in either cameras or smartphones. And you can really see the difference. The telephoto performance has reached an entirely new level. During breaks in the concert, I even used it to capture the faces of audience members from far away. It was honestly ridiculous. After that, I simply enjoyed the concert while constantly taking photos. As the concert came to an end, it closed with the classic song Love is Simple. This time was especially meaningful because it was the first time my wife had accompanied me to a David Tao concert. I don't know why, but even though I've heard this song countless times before, when its melody echoed throughout the stadium, tears started welling up in my eyes. At that moment, while recording with the rear camera, I discovered this button, so I switched to the front camera and captured the moment. Instantly, the significance of preserving this memory on video became clear to me. You know, many smartphones still don't allow you to switch to the front camera while recording. Without this feature, that moment would have simply disappeared forever. Years from now, I'm sure I'll still remember this night, but no matter how strong our memories are, they can never match the feeling of watching a video again, seeing the smiles, the tears, and hearing the music all over again. That's the true power of video. I've always loved David Tao, and as a flagship imaging device, shooting concerts is only a small part of what this phone can do. The upgrades on this generation of the Find X9 Ultra are absolutely massive. Let me walk you through the hardware upgrades. Besides adding this incredible 10x optical lens, both the main camera and the 3x telephoto camera have been upgraded to 200 megapixels. The 3x telephoto also features the largest light intake among all manufacturers this year, making it an ultra-large sensor telephoto. Now let's take a look at the main camera. Compared with the previous generation, the jump in detail is immediately obvious. This photo was taken with the main camera, while this one was captured with the 3x telephoto. What do you think? The improvement is very easy to see. Both of these 200 megapixel cameras also support 8K 30 FPS log video. The combination of ultra-high-resolution 8K footage and the flexibility of log editing makes it especially appealing for landscape photography enthusiasts. The ultra-wide camera has also received a major upgrade, with light intake increased by 56% over the previous generation. The front camera has been upgraded from 32 megapixels to 50 megapixels and now supports 8K photo capture. As you saw earlier in the concert footage, even in a dark environment, the front camera paired with log recording delivered excellent performance. And that's not all. The dedicated color reproduction camera has also been upgraded to its second generation. It's now a multi-spectral sensor supporting next-generation HDR. The technical explanation might sound a little abstract, so let me show you a real-world example instead. In this warm, indoor, modern environment, you can clearly see that the iPhone's white balance is slightly off, making the lighting appear cooler than it actually is.
In comparison, the OPPO Find X9 Ultra reproduces those warm lighting tones almost exactly as your eyes see them in real life. And in this particular scene, the difference becomes even more obvious. The iPhone nearly turns the mall's warm ambient lighting into plain white light, creating a result that looks very different from what you actually see in person. If you don't believe me, you can visit China World Mall in Beijing and see it for yourself. You'll immediately notice how far off the iPhone's color rendering can be. The OPPO Find X9 Ultra, on the other hand, accurately preserves the warm atmosphere of the environment. For people who love photography, this level of color accuracy is extremely important. That's why it's easy to see that the imaging system on the OPPO Find X9 Ultra has received a truly comprehensive and ambitious upgrade. Every single camera on this phone has been significantly improved. And it's not just the hardware, the software upgrades are equally impressive. The Hasselblad Master Mode has completely reworked the already popular film styles, and this time, OPPO has added 3 brand new film simulations. The first one, Hall, recreates the look of classic Kodak Portrait 400 film. It features gentle contrast and delivers a warm, delicate image with beautiful texture. Next is Honor, inspired by classic reversal film. It adds subtle pink tones to highlights and a touch of blue to shadows, creating richer and more vibrant colors overall. The increased contrast gives photos even more character. Then there's Black and White, which carries a distinct Ricoh-inspired feel. If street photography is your thing, you're probably going to love this mode. When you combine these 3 film simulations with Master Mode and the phone's already advanced optical image processing, the final photos genuinely feel like they came from a dedicated camera. The results are tasteful, refined, and incredibly pleasing to look at. Personally, I believe this represents the future of computational photography. Instead of chasing overly processed and exaggerated images, the goal should be to use algorithms to move closer to reality. In my opinion, that's absolutely the right direction. At this point, you might be thinking, this phone takes such amazing photos and videos, wouldn't it be perfect for travel? And honestly, you'd be right. OPPO clearly thought about this because they introduced a really interesting new feature. Let me show you how it works. Let's say I'm planning a trip to Shanghai. Naturally, I'd open Xiaobo to search for delicious food, fun attractions, and travel guides. Maybe I come across a guide that looks useful. I simply press the side button and ask Xiaobo to save that post for me. Then I might see 3 camera spots that look great for photos. I'll save those too. Maybe I find an interesting travel route. Save that as well. Then I start looking for food recommendations in Shanghai. This restaurant looks good. Save. After collecting several posts, I head over to Xiaobo Memory and create a collection called Shanghai. I just type Shanghai, and the system automatically gathers all memories and saved content related to that destination and generates a summary for me. Below that, there's a Plan Formation button. Once you tap it, select Shanghai, choose how many days you'll be traveling, and the system creates a detailed travel itinerary based on the posts you saved earlier. And just like that, it's done. What's impressive is that this isn't just another generic AI planner. It's designed in a very practical and user-friendly way. Take a look. It organizes where to go in the morning, where to visit in the afternoon, driving times, routes, and even navigation. Everything is planned for you. It also intelligently recommends nearby places, which shows just how cleverly the information is organized. This time around, the system interface has also introduced a brand new So Me channel, making information much easier to access. For example, imagine you're traveling, listening to music and using navigation to reach your next destination. If you tap the screen, your music controls and navigation information appear in the island below. With a simple swipe, they expand to the top for easier viewing. As for system smoothness and animations, Telos 16 remains in a league of its own. It's widely regarded as a true T0 level operating system. Even under heavy workloads, its performance stays incredibly stable. At the concert earlier, I recorded log footage continuously for more than 2 hours. That's a demanding workload for any smartphone. Yet the system remains stable the entire time, with no lag, no stuttering, and no dropped frames. In fact, last year's Find X9 Ultra was already one of the most complete camera flagships on the market. Whenever digital creators gathered offline, we often talked about that phone, and almost everyone loved it. It was hard to find any real weaknesses. Because of that, I originally expected the Find X9 Ultra to be just a small upgrade. But I honestly didn't expect OPPO to deliver improvements on this scale. It genuinely surprised me. After using it over the past few days, I can confidently say that its overall performance is incredibly well-rounded. It truly deserves its flagship title. If you love taking photos and videos and want a smartphone capable of capturing life's important moments in outstanding quality, from ultra-wide shots all the way to super telephoto, then I believe this phone is definitely worth considering. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!